Welcome back. One final point before we go tonight. Leftists are going nuts because a lawmaker in Ohio is proposing a bill to protect children from sexual exploitation. That's right. The Ohio bill, House Bill 180, would prohibit children under 18 years old from performing in shows in which the child simulates sexual activity. Or as the bill reads, suggests a minor is participating or engaging in sexual activity, masturbation, or bestiality. That means sexualized performances by child drag queens would not be allowed. And that is why leftists have their panties in a twist. This bill is in response to a performance by a 9-year-old boy named Jacob at a bar in Ohio. Jacob was dressed in the highly sexualized garb of drag queens, wigs and high heels and makeup. He danced and performed, and the drunk adult men and women in the bar gave him tips. And I want you to see this photo of Jacob so you understand the severity of what's going on here. You can see it on the screen. The left is cool with this because Jacob is a drag queen, but the left is wrong. This 9-year-old child is still just a 9-year-old boy dressed up by his mom to look like a highly sexualized version of a girl. And the left calls us bigots for being outraged by this. Democrats have been telling us for years that any opposition to the LGBTQ agenda makes us homophobic or transphobic. Give me a break. I challenge Democrats, defend this. Tell me how this is possibly okay. Tell me how this is not sexually exploiting this child. This is not self-expression. This is not cool because it's LGBTQ approved. This is not Jacob playing Halloween like his mother claims. This is child abuse. This is what happens when you celebrate sexual promiscuity to the point of glorifying perverted sexual deviancies. A 9-year-old child victimized by his mother, dressed in a highly sexualized outfit, makeup and wig and high heels, victimized by the adults giving him tips like he's a stripper, victimized by a whole culture who are unwilling to come to this child's defense and protect him from sexual exploitation. Imagine the outrage if Jacob had been a 9-year-old girl dancing provocatively for grown men. There would have been immediate cries of child abuse, pedophilia, call Child Protective Services, lock up the mother who exploited her child, and arrest the grown men. But the radical left, the mayor of Lancaster, David Scheffler, even suggested that there was nothing wrong with the drag show because the child was fully clothed and wasn't touched by adults in the audience. So let me get this straight. If a child is fully dressed in a child porn video or on a stripper pole and is forced to gyrate or dance provocatively for an adult deriving sexual pleasure, is that okay because the kid has clothes on and isn't being touched? Are you insane? This is not about LGBTQ rights. This is not about tolerance. This is not a Republican issue or a Democrat issue. This is a child abuse issue. And if your political party refuses to protect kids from being sexually exploited, well, it's time to choose another party.